When you add a new project to CodeKit for the first time, that project gets some initial default settings. Here's demo site. I'll bring it into CodeKit, and if I select a file such as this SAS file, over here I can see that it started with some initial options. Well, you can control what those initial options are. To do it, simply go to File and choose Edit Defaults for New Projects. This will open the standard project settings area that you're used to, but there'll be a yellow bar at the top telling you that, hey, you're editing settings for new projects. And now, for example, I could come into Languages, SAS, and decide, I want my SAS files compressed by default, and I would like to create a source map and run auto prefixer. When I'm done, I just click the Done button up here, and now anytime I add a new project to CodeKit, those starting defaults will take effect. Now, new means new. For example, demo site here has a config.codekit3 file in it. That means this folder has been in CodeKit as a project before. If I were to remove demo site and add it back to the app, my new project defaults would not apply because this project already has a settings file. CodeKit will load the settings from here rather than rely on the new project defaults. Some of the most common new project defaults you'll want to set are output actions and paths for various languages. For example, in new project defaults, I have JavaScript selected, and I can scroll down and see that by default, CodeKit will set JavaScript files to process into a folder right next to the file named min, and the output file will be named -min.js, whatever the input file was plus this suffix. Well, that's perfect for some workflows, but it might not be right for you. For example, most of your projects might use build folders. In that case, you'll likely want to set up CodeKit for that workflow. So I might switch to build process and check this project uses a build folder so that it's on by default. Then I'll come back to JavaScript and adjust my output paths. For example, when using build folders, you'll almost always just want to mirror the input path into that build folder. You don't want a min folder anymore. And you also don't want this suffix. You don't need it because the file won't overwrite itself. So I'll just change that to star.js. Now I could click Done, and any project I add to the app from here on out will automatically have a build folder active, and JavaScript output paths will be set following these rules. But then I have to go and customize all these other languages to match. That gets a little tedious. Fortunately, there's a shortcut. If you use the Tasks menu and click Apply Best Defaults for using build folders, CodeKit will automatically set all of these language output rules for the best build folder workflow.